Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ivan and this is devlog number 6 of PixSurvive. So the first thing I wanted to do was implement death. Right now there is nothing that happens once the player's HP reaches 0. So I added a scene that would appear when the player's HP reaches 0. It has a replay button and a button for the menu. The buttons weren't working for some reason, and it turned out that it was because I copy-pasted the text. I then fixed a bug where the animals wouldn't update their HP when they're attacked by other animals. I wanted to add a little more variety, so I added a fruit bush that would generate fruit pixels. The fruit would restore a little less HP and hunger than the meat, but it can be regenerated from the fruit bush. You can harvest the bush and replant it, and it'll still produce fruits. Next, I wanted to improve the attacks. I wanted an AoE attack for the sword, something like this. So after a while of working on it, I ended up with this. I changed the animation a little bit to make it a little more curved. I wanted to make it rotate around the player, depending on where the mouse is at. I am pretty satisfied with how it looks, but I had to fix some bugs where it dealt the damage multiple times to the enemies. I put a transparent circle around the player to indicate the attack range and harvesting range. The starving text shows up once the player's hunger reaches 0 and starts taking damage. I then made it possible to place down the objects like wood in the distance instead of just on the player. I also added an indicator to show where the placement would be at. I also fixed a bug where resources wouldn't be harvested if you just placed them down. I then changed the wood blocks that are placed to wooden planks. It's slightly lighter brown and has less HP and gives 1 wood when broken. This allowed me to make the tree wood give more wood when harvested, because originally if I placed down a tree wood and continuously harvested it, it would just give infinite wood. I made all the mobs, including the player, to briefly change their color to red, to better indicate when they are damaged, instead of having to check their status. I added a 10% chance for a branch to drop fruit when it's harvested. As recommended in a previous video, I'll add some screen shake. This was simple enough as I just yoinked it from my previous game, One Tank. The screen shakes was a little distracting when fighting the mobs, so I just made it shake when harvesting materials. Wolves and bears also now hunt the player when the player hits them, because previously it was a little too easy to kill them. I added a fruit tree and a really huge tree that will also now be spawned in. I added armor that can be crafted. It costs 10 metal and you can also repair it just like the fur. It has 20 HP, which is double that of the fur. The current version of the game is now available on itch.io, and there's a link in the description if you want to test it out. And that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.